I've been heavy on my grind, putting value on my time.
Hey guys, welcome back to Mone's Curvy Closet podcast. And if you are watching on YouTube, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are watching on YouTube and you see that I have the same thing on that I had in the last videos last week, you're correct. In real time, I've recorded multiple recordings. So this is why. Anyway, what's going on, guys? What's crack-a-lacking? Did y'all used to say that? What's crack-a-lacking? Is that like a Chicago thing? If you don't know, I'm originally from Chicago, born and raised a little outside of Chicago a little bit. Well, not a little bit, most of my life, but yeah. People like to say, you're not from Chicago. Whatever. It's in my heart, in my soul. Um, when I was younger, I was in Chicago. But most of I want to say I moved to the suburbs when I was like in third grade up until my adult year. So people don't consider me being a part of Chicago, but whatever. But yeah. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about a few things. There's something I really want to share with you guys. And oh my God, I'm going to have my first guest. It's not going to be for a few, I want to say, I'll give it about a month. I'll give it about a month and a half. But I will have a guest on here, and I'm so excited. And I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean, as my podcast grows, of course, I'm gonna have. I'm hoping, to have guests or whatever. But I don't know. I don't want to predict the future because I don't know. But I would love to, as I grow. But anyway, I'm excited to have my first guest, and so just stay tuned. Well, we will have some people on here. But I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things. And I wanted to start off with, I get a lot of, lately, because I told you guys about how, the world is mad at me on TikTok. And if you don't know, if you haven't listened or if you have not watched those videos, please do. Anyway, the world is mad at me. Hopefully by the time this airs, things would have died down, but I don't know. I doubt it. Anyway, but I wanted to talk about within the, madness that people are having for me. A lot of people have made these comments as if because I'm a plus size girl, that I pretty much shouldn't exist, right? No one has said it like that, but people will make comments like, I could be talking about the injustice in the world. I could be talking about, I don't know, like I could be talking about an animal I seen on the street. I don't know. And then someone will inbox me and talk about my weight. It's like, what does that have to do with the video though? And it's just really annoying. This is another reason why I said in one of my last videos, I want to detach from humans, because they say and do some of the craziest things. What does the injustice that's going on with the world? What does my back fat and my rolls have to do with that? It's like, or, I made a video about black men and them, not wanting black women outside of their body parts. Okay. Mind you, this was a black man that said this. Okay. And someone comes on my comment, talking about my weight. What does it have to do with anything? And I don't know if they call themselves trying to trigger me and or any other black girl, or black woman that comes on here and has a voice and have an opinion. It's like, because I'm big, you think I shouldn't have any opinions, any emotions. I should just accept what I get because you lucky you can even get it. That's the feeling I get. Does anybody else feel like that as a plus size woman? It's just like, what does that have to do with the other? So what? And I just feel like, plus size people are just treated so unfair, but more so in that aspect. Like, they act like you're not supposed to have an opinion. People act like you're not supposed to have standards. Oh my God. Don't let a plus size woman get on here on social media talking about she wants a certain kind of man. What? They look at you crazy. They talk to you crazy. Like you are not supposed to have any expectations of wanting anybody because you should be lucky of what you get. Like what? What does my roles have to do with wanting somebody that don't cheat? I'm supposed so because I'm big, I'm supposed to just take that. Like I don't understand people's concepts. I don't understand people's problems. I don't care to understand it. It's just like shut up. Just shut up. Cause what? I'm aware I'm big. I could have told you that. I'm aware. I see it every day. You can't miss my body. I see it. But what does that have to do with anything? I just hate how we're treated. I really do. I just don't understand. To me, in my mind, it's like somebody got a big nose. Okay, what does it have to do with anything? It's not like 2 + 2 is not adding to 4 in my mind with how they're doing things, with the shenanigans. Like what does that mean? I just hate it. And I'll be honest with you. I know this may sound so crazy, but and please let me know if I'm not alone. Okay. I have thought so many times. I've thought so many times about not losing weight. I want to lose weight because, just to be healthy and to have, better mobility and things like that. Um, I don't want to lose weight for somebody else. I don't want to lose weight because, I hate myself. Of course, there's things I would love to change. But that's not why I want to lose weight. But because society is the way that they are, and because men feel like I'm not gonna say just men because I'm sure there's women too, but it's men that have said this to me or around me that they feel like plus size people don't care about themselves because they're big. You're lazy and you don't care about your personal health. And it's like you do understand that overweight is not due to just somebody overeating. It could be a medical issue. It could be other reasons why a person is overweight. It's not because they sit there and eat all day. But I think about like in the dating world, I've heard people say that they have been treated differently when they've lost weight. People are coming up to them more. People are talking to them more. And it makes me not want to lose weight because it's like, if you treat me any different when I lose weight, I'm going to smack you. Because what? Listen, when I lose weight, when I lose some of this weight, okay? When I lose some of this weight, if you treat me any different, if men start coming out the woodworks, I don't even care if you've never met me when I was big. What was you at when I was big? Now you want to talk to me? I am going to be the most, what's the word? I don't even know the word. I'm just going to be the most. If I am treated differently because I've lost weight, you want to talk to me now, you want to acknowledge me and carry on a conversation, not even romantically, but just like friendships. I've heard people say that friendships, people talk to them different because I lost weight. So you didn't think I had the same personality when I was heavyset? Like, what does that have to do with my personality and being my friend? Like, it really makes me want to do, I don't want to say experiment, but it's like, I want to see like, weight is that much to you. Weight is that, it's that much for you. You can't treat me, I'm gonna even say this. Even if you're not physically attracted to somebody who is of size, okay, you can have your personal preference. There are people who I'm not attracted to. But just keep it at the attraction. Don't treat me any different. Don't then turn around and make it seem like, well, you shouldn't really expect nobody to like you anyway. Or don't not talk to me because I'm, heavy set as far as being a friend or a coworker. Don't want to hang with the fat girl. Like, don't mistreat me because I am oversized. That's not fair. I'm still a human. I still have a personality. I'm still a smart person. You can still learn things from me. I'm still a fun person. Like I don't understand, why does my weight just take away all the other qualities about me or anyone, that feels the same way. So I don't like how we're treated. I don't. And part of me is like, don't even lose the weight, because you're making them happy. Yeah, it has a personal effect and a physical effect on you, but it's also making them happy. And I'm not trying to make you happy. I don't know. People are just assholes in this world, and it's just like, I hate it here. I hate it here. I want to go home. I don't like how people, treat us. It's just not fair. And I want to lose the weight. I do. I need to. I'm tired of looking like I'm 7 months pregnant, and I'm not. But I'm not doing it for you. And regardless of how much I weigh, I'm still a rocking person. Okay. Yeah, and then like this underestimating plus size people as if they can't get a date, they can't be married. Do you know how many men love plus size women, are married to a plus size woman, or with a plus size woman for years? Like, what? What are you talking about? Again, detachment. Humans are ghetto. Earth is ghetto. Like, send me somewhere else, because I can't do it. You know what? I think the pandemic did this to me too, where I'm just in this bubble. I don't want to deal with nobody. I don't want to deal with anybody. If you are also breathing, leave me alone. I don't I don't want to talk to you. It's too much. It's too much to operate in this world, and the way these people act towards you, it's like, how dare I? How dare I have standards? You're big. You shouldn't have standards. What are you talking about? I don't know. It's ghetto. I don't want no parts. It's ghetto. But speaking of ghetto, where are my moms who have children way far apart? Are we okay? Are we okay? How are we doing? Because how I'm doing is reckless, okay? I have a 16-year-old and a 6-year-old. I have a 10-year gap. What was I doing in those 10 years? I don't know. Clearly, I wasn't making the right choices. I love my kids. But clearly, I wasn't making the right choices, because what? I have a 10-year. I feel bad for the ladies, the moms who have like between like 18 to like maybe 22-year-old kids, and then they meet that guy and now they have a fresh baby. Ma'am, I would have told that man on the first date, I'm not having any more kids. My child is grown. As long as we understand that. What? It was a girl I used to work with. She said her kids were 17 years apart. Ma'am, what? What? No. No. And that's exactly what I would have told that man. No. No. Do you not see this grown ass adult in my house? No. We're not having any more. No. You gotta adopt a dog. I'm not doing that. What? Mm-mm. Are you okay? I should be asking you. Are you okay? Because I'm not doing that. I'm not. Having a 16-year-old, having kids 10 years apart, and it be a boy and a girl. First of all, to glory be the God, because, or is it to God to be the glory? I don't know. I'm giving him his praise, because the fact that I have a boy and a girl, amazing. Not a lot of people can say that. I'm so glad I had both. I'm done. Whew, getting that out the way. But having them 10 years apart, I don't know what's worse. Having them 10 years apart, or the fact that after 10 years, I still chose the wrong person. I don't know, y'all. I'm in therapy. Leave me alone. But it's a whole different world, and it's a boy and a girl. My son is 16. Dealing with 16-year-old boys. Mm. Although my son, though, I love my son. I love my son to pieces. My son is very loving and caring. I love my son. He's a very smart boy. He's not. I have to give praise on that too, because my son is not one of those wanna be in the street hood thug. That's number one, because I didn't raise him like that, and he wasn't raised in that environment. No disrespect to anybody, but he wasn't. Um, and so yeah, we wasn't going for that. But he's a very respectable little boy, young man. And he's just so loving. He's so passionate, and caring, um, and gentle. And I love my son. And he's not a lot to handle. He's not. I don't know if that goes for all boys and just in general as boys, but he's not a lot to handle. I just want to make sure I steer him in the right direction. I want to make sure he doesn't take on certain traits, that he may see. I don't have problems with my son. But the other one, somebody come get her. Please. And don't you cannot send her back. You can't. She is on a whole nother level. And I blame my mother. I blame my mother. And if she's watching it, she's probably like, why you always gotta blame everything on me? Because you said I can't wait till you have kids one day. I can't wait till you have kids one day. Sure enough, she jinxed me. She jinxed me because my daughter, that's the one. That's the one that gives me hell. Okay. And I love my child. I love my daughter. I love her. And now let me back up, because she is diagnosed with autism. So on the spectrum, and ADHD. So I can't fully blame it all on her, but man, oh my God, she's a lot. But I love my daughter. I love my daughter, and she's a special character. I tell you, she really is. But just having kids too, it it's when they get older and you realize one is about to go off to college and go into the real world, and one is just now getting into the real world. It's like, oh my God, damn. I literally had that thought like a couple months ago. I was like, my son is about to be 17 years old. He's about to be a junior. Then he's going to be a senior, and then off to college and the real world and all that. She just getting in the door. Like, I thought I was done. I thought I was going to be almost done, but I forgot. It's just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Are we okay? Ladies, are we okay? How are we doing? Because it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not having any more kids. I have also been thinking about tying my tubes. Two reasons. Because the shop is closed. But another reason is, y'all, listen, I don't want to get too much into this because I'm going to get irritated, but we all see what's going on with the law and pregnancies and all that. I feel so sorry for any woman that is pregnant or wants to have a family in 2025. The fact that laws are being made about not only our bodies and pregnancies, but our lives. Like, they can choose if you live or not, if there's any kind of medical issues during pregnancy. We're seeing it in Georgia. But I say that to say, you may want to think about getting your tubes tied now before they try to make a decision on that. And I don't want to speak too much. I don't want to say it out loud too soon. But you may want to start thinking about that. Because if they also make a law where you can't get your tubes tied, and listen, it's not too far fetched, because I was watching something on TikTok, and I don't know, I don't have all of I don't have all the stories or anything like that. It was from the guy Aaron. I forgot his last name. It started with a P. He makes all those videos, breaking news guys. Da da da. Love him. Love him. And so he's like a TikTok favorite. of everybody's. But anyway, he was talking about, I want to say it was Virginia, West Virginia. I could be mistaken. But anyway, a prosecutor wanted to try to charge a woman, or want, I guess, to bring this into law, something like that, where they want to charge women for miscarriages. I said this on one of the videos last week. Like, what? So if they're trying to do that dumbass shit, excuse my language, I'm not going to put it past if they try to also make decisions of having your tubes tied. Like the fact that these people are making decisions on bodily functions and organs that you don't even possess. What? That's like me making an opinion about your penis. Like, what? Anyway, if you're thinking about it, find out. I know I am, and I'm going to try to talk to my physician about it, because stuff is just getting out of hand. It's just a lot going on, but that's been heavy on my mind. I really want to do it because I know I don't want to have kids. More kids. I don't. I am 38 years old. There's nothing else coming out of here. This shop is closed and not coming back open. And I don't care because, here's the thing. Okay. People always say, well, what if you meet somebody? What if they want to have kids? I don't care about them. I'm the one that got to care. I don't care what he wants. I'm the one that got to carry it. I don't want it. I don't care what he wants. And listen, there may be somebody that come in. Well, if that's the case, then why y'all, when it come down to the man not want to be, it's always got somebody that come in and make the conversation go left. Yes, it is a woman's body. It is primarily her decision what she wants to do with her body. However, if you and that woman willingly had a child together, you guys have to make the best decision for yourself, and not just for you and not just for her. And more than likely, in my opinion, if you and that woman had sex willingly together, the best decision is to have that damn child and be accountable and take care of your responsibility. Unless y'all got some illegal things going on, or there's no home, there's no job, there's no kind of money, you cannot take care of a child, then number one, you shouldn't be having unprotected sex. But then if you gotta, because it's just not a fit to have a child, do what you gotta do, I guess. But if you are capable and you just slinging your thing, no, you don't get to make a decision whether she needs to get an abortion. You need to step up. If she keeps it, step up. Some of y'all may not like what I just said. I don't care. But it's not even about that. We're not even going to get into it. I don't care. I didn't forget what I was saying. I was so wrapped up in that. Y'all was going to get me to go there with y'all. But anyway, tying tubes. If you're thinking about it, do it. Because you don't know what we're going to be able to do in the next 24 hours. You don't know. It's too much going on. But no, it was something else I was saying. If I was to meet someone that wants to have, first of all, we're going to have that conversation on the first date. Do you want more kids? You do? Oh, okay. I'll talk to you later because I don't. I'm not budging. We're not adopting. I don't want more kids. I want a future. I want a career. I already feel like me having my daughter, I love her down, but that definitely threw a monkey wrench in my plans. Like, I love my daughter. Don't get me wrong. I think she's a blessing that I needed, right? I didn't see it back then, but now I feel she was someone I needed. But my thing is, being honest, if it was just me and my son still, I don't even know what I could be doing right now. I probably could be making bunches of money because my son is, he's not grown, but he's halfway out the door. And it will be probably less stress with one kid, I'm sure it would. And so I would have had more capabilities with just one child than with two. So I love my daughter down though. I don't regret my decision of having my daughter, but I'm just being realistic. But needless to say, I'm not having no more kids. And I don't care if he wants to have kids. Find someone who wants to have kids with you, because I don't. We're not. I'm 38. knocking on 40. I'm not doing it. What? I'm not doing it. Why do you even want some? Now, here's my question, ladies. Do you prefer to date men with kids or without? Me personally, I want to date someone with kids. And I think, okay, I want to talk about that in a second, but I want to date someone with kids. Why? Because I want you to understand, I want to see that you understand that it's not going to always be about you when it comes down to me, right? I'm not going to always have the attention to focus on you. And I also want to know that you are able to take care of someone else but yourself. It also to me shows or give me the opportunity to see if he has responsibility, if he's structured, if he's organized. Like raising kids, you have to be organized. You have to have some type of structure in your life. And so I would prefer to, I would prefer for him to have children. But I have also seen men who don't have children, who can still be great partners. It's just that I don't know if one day you're going to want to have a child, you know, um, like of your own. Like that is I don't know to most men or some men, but that is a thing where they want their own, right? And I'm not in the mood to produce. I just want you to take over. No, I'm just playing. Um, I'm not, I would never force a man to be a stepfather to my daughter, right? However, you do have to understand that she's a part of my life. And so if you're going to be in my life, then she's going to be there, obviously. And I want you to be some type of figure to her, a positive figure to her. I wouldn't force a man to be a father, but I do want you to be a positive male role model. What is it? Role model, male role model. That was a lot. But yeah, so anyway, I would prefer a man who has children. Because I just don't know if the person who doesn't have children, I don't know if one day he's gonna want that. And I definitely don't want to get down the line with you, be in a relationship with you years later, and then now you have this like thing where you want to like, sir, please leave me alone. No. But yeah, let me know if you would you prefer to date men or date someone with children or a child, and or not, and how many? Like, how many are you willing to be like, okay, that's fine, or it's like, okay, that's too much, right? Me, okay, so I have two, right? I have two children, so I got it. And the age range, like, it's so many layers. Oh god, it's so many layers. But like, what age range would you? What does it care? I mean, do you? Does it matter? Would you care? How many? You know, how many baby mamas? Like, okay, it's a lot. Layered questions. Okay, I think for me, I have two, so I have to by default say two. But okay, see, everything it has its components and departments. When I was younger, right, my answers would have been different. I think when you are at a certain level and at a certain point in your life, your answers change. Any answers, right? Back then, I probably wouldn't have wanted you to have kids. But now, as I'm older, I want you to have children because of responsibility and things like that I just mentioned. Um, how many kids? I mean, well, my answer will probably be the same because how many? That's a big thing. Um, I wouldn't mind, him having obviously two by default because I have two. But the age range, your age ranges. You can't have a child younger than my 6-year-old. No, ma'am. Maybe 5, maybe 4. The lowest I would go is 4. But like 1, 2, 3, you still with her. You still with the mama. I ain't. And then having like multi, and I have to be fair. I have 2 baby daddies, so I can't. You know what I'm saying? But like if you have, well, I mean, the amount of baby mamas you have also is going to be how many kids you have. So if you got too many kids, it don't even matter how many baby mamas. Well, I guess it does. Like if he has like 3 kids but 1 baby mama, 3 kids is too much though. See, I don't. It's a lot. I would say the most you can have is 2, and your children have to be older, and you have to be out of the relationship with the mom for at least about 3-4 years. Like, that's a done data. Pretty much the same as me is what I'm looking for, what I will be looking for. You know what I'm saying? The same, okay? Ain't really dated since my daughter's father. That was 6 years ago, okay? So, but I think our answers change as we get older. It is something in my eye, God help me. I think our answers change as we get older. I'm definitely not sitting here for to help you change nobody's diapers. What? What? Why are you changing somebody's diapers at this age? Like, that's what I mean. I'm 38. What do I look like having another child? What do you look like having a child at 38? Sir, what are we doing? Why are we having newborns? We're not doing that. I'm not doing that. You can do it. I'm not doing it. No. Yeah, that's a lot. That's heavy. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But anyway, kids 10 years apart, crazy insanity. I was just trying to be loved in all the wrong places. But I love my kids. I love my kids. It's a different time. It's a different understanding of them. Keeps me on my toes, It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's 2. It's not that bad. Now, if I had 3, 4 kids, 5 different ranges, I don't even know if I would still be here, I'll be honest, because the way I would be in somebody's straitjacket by now, going insane, I don't understand. I love Kale's, well, I'm not going to say her story. From Teen Mom, Kale, she's been in the news. Oh, God, girl. But I respect the way she's hustled and being an entrepreneur and making money to take care of her kids. She has 7 children. Siete, okay? Did I say that right? 7 children. That's a lot. How? Why? How? 7? I'm losing my mind with 1 back here. 1. Losing my marbles. How are you doing it with 7? 2 of them are twins. One of them, like 3. I think the twins are like 1. Then the second to youngest is like 3, maybe, I think. And then you have, what's that? That was 3. 4 more. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't know how she does it, but yeah, it's insanity. But yeah, I'm not having any more kids. I'm not doing it. I would tell that man up front, I'm not having any more children, sir. I may even come on the date with a laminated sign. Is it right? Is that's laminated? You know what I mean? A nice little shiny sign. No more, shop is closed. There's no try back in the morning. No, this shop is permanently closed. It will never open again. Ever. Ever. So yeah, I just kudos, to the men that want to have children, but I'm not a part of that ministry. But going back to being cautious and just being nervous for the women who want to have children, yikes. I pray for you, because it's a scary time. It's a scary time. And I really hope things change. I really hope things change. We need a change. We really do. We have been dragged, okay? It has not even been a good full year. And I feel like I have been dragged through the mud, honey. They have whipped They have whipped my ass. And with emotions. And it hasn't even been a full year since he's been in office. I just feel dragged, honey. I feel dragged by my hair of emotions. Okay. It's just a lot. It's a lot. And it's bringing me to this point in something that I feel like we all need: therapy. How do we feel about therapy? Especially within the Black community, how do we feel about therapy? I'm a millennial. I believe I am. I'm 38. So I believe that's millennials. Um, we, if I'm, how I feel, we were on the cusp of our parents and their parents believing that therapy is not a real thing. You know, it's not something you do. You keep your problems in your home, right? You don't let folks in your business. Um, and I was like, no, I'm going to go to therapy. My family or nobody was against it. I'm not talking about my family in specific, but I've definitely heard and seen a lot of other, black families and communities that no, I'm not telling my business. No, pray about it is what the community would say. Pray about it. Um, but I'm all for therapy. I'm all for therapy. I think I want to go back. I want to go back. I have not been back in a while, but I really want to go back. So many things going on that I need to tell her. But I think therapy is important. I think we need to unlearn a lot of our upbringing. I think we need to um, admit to the things that we have gone through and experienced. And I think therapy is very important. I think a lot of black men, I think if more black men went to therapy and really hashed out their issues, it will be a lot more black women married. Ooh, I should post that. Really think about that. Really think about that. If there were a lot more black men that were healed, on the verge of being healed in therapy, I think a lot more black women will be married. Yikes, I should post that. Because I really feel that. I really, like, seriously. I don't want to get too deep in it. I said I was gonna detach myself from that kind of conversation, but I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna stand on that. You can disagree or whatever. I'm gonna stand on that. Um, and I will even go as far as if women, a lot of black women, well, there are a lot of black women that do go to therapy. Um, I would say if we were taught to go to therapy earlier in our lives, then a lot of us would be more feminine and a lot of us would not take on the masculine role. Listen, I feel like I'm speaking in that moment. Really think about that. If I went to therapy earlier within my years, I would have discovered the things that's wrong with me and the things that has happened in my past that has allowed me to be who I am today. That also allowed me to make the wrong decisions that I've made. If I would have came to that conclusion years ago, I would have fixed it and I would have been in my feminine energy that will allow me to meet the right man. When I tell you, did you just hear what I said? Did you just hear what I said? That's a word like, okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to post that on TikTok. I'm going to post that on TikTok. I'm going to post it on TikTok because that's a real thing. Whatever. I just make sure you follow me on TikTok. I wholeheartedly believe that because therapy allows you to, first of all, and it may sound cliche, but it's real. Dig deep within yourself and understand what's the problem. It's not what everybody else's problem. What's your problem? And where did that problem come from and why? Right? It gives you the opportunity to get to the root of the issue. And once you get to the root of the issue, you start piecing things together. And then once you start piecing the puzzle, right, you now want to go heal or fix it. Or acknowledge it and move on, right? But I think a lot of us are misguided because we don't know what the problem is. We don't know where the problem came from. We're just mad. We're just angry, right? But I gotta write that down because I'm gonna forget. I definitely feel like if more black women would have went to therapy earlier, then we would have figured out our issues back then and fixed it and released it to then now allow us to be in our feminine energy and meet the right masculine man. Baby. And if that masculine man came healed, yeah, we all need therapy. We all need therapy. And especially now. I was talking to my mom about this the other day, and I just feel like with everything that's going on in the world, it is making me so closed off. It is making me even more of a homebody. I don't want to go out. I don't want to talk to people. I mean, I've never want to talk to people, right? But I'm more so like I don't want to interact. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to date. I don't want to do anything. And excuse the noise. Um, I don't want to do and be a part of anything because it's just so much going on. It's so much going on in this world. And I'm just like, no, I don't wanna. I think it's also important for kids to go to therapy as well if they need. I have thought about that with my son because he was displaying some anger issues a little bit before, and so I definitely, when before his father got heavily involved in his life, well, not heavily. I'm not gonna give him that much credit, but when he came back into his life more and actually lived with him, before that I thought about getting him a having him see a therapist, talk to a therapist. Wait a minute, I think I did have him see a therapist. I can't remember. But yeah, so I think it's important. Therapy, I think, is very important. But within the Black community is very important because we go through so much. We are taught to bear things and not talk to anybody about it. We are, kind of taught to just handle things and take care of it and deal with it. So I think it's very important for us to explore that option of talking to somebody else. It's very therapeutic. It really is. And it definitely helps you understand. It's so many things that my therapist has helped me understand about my past and certain relationships in my life, family relationships, romantic relationships, how I am, who I am. It was one thing that she told me or that she helped me understand about myself that I was like, oh my God, that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. So I encourage it. I think it's a wonderful thing. I don't think it's anything to be ashamed about. It's not to say, because I've heard this whole cliche that I don't necessarily think in the Black community, but just overall, if you need to go to therapy or if you need help, you're looked at as you are crazy. And that's not what that is. It's you finding out the root of any issues you have, whether it's anger, whether it's you very promiscuous, you feel like you have to sleep with a lot of people, controlling issues, yelling, mental, like all of that. It helps understand all of that. And it definitely has helped me, and I still need more help. So I'm definitely going to try to get back into I have a Black female therapist. Um, so I'm excited. I'm excited to get back to. I'm excited. But I mean, I am. But I do encourage people to go to therapy. I think it's very helpful. It's not to be scared of. We need to, and I think it will make a world a better place. And I know that's so cliche, but it's for real. Like I said, if we had more healed men and women, we'd be married. Specifically in the Black community, we would. We'd have our husband and our wife. Seriously. Less masculine alpha male women. I don't want to say, less um, sassy men, because I know that word is going around. I don't really believe in that. Um, the whole sassy thing, because I think people relate it to like if a man shows emotions, is I want you to show emotion. I want you because I've dealt with men that don't, right? I want you to show emotion. I want you to talk to me and tell me, what it is, what's on your mind, what's bothering you. I want you to express. I don't want you to be a hardcore all the time, person. I don't want that. So I don't associate sassy like that. I know some people associate sassy with men who don't want to get their hands dirty. And I'm not saying physically, it could be that too, but that don't want to just get into it and grind and really get it out, as they say, get it out the mud. You got ones who want to take it easy, want to have the simple life. So yeah, I don't know, but I think if a lot more people were doing the work and started doing the work early, a lot of us will be in relationships, happy families, happy children, careers booming, I really believe that. I really believe that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of this episode. Well, on YouTube, it'll be a 3-part series, but let me know what you think of the entire episode once it completely airs. And yeah, make sure you guys comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you download me on out your Apple Podcast, Spotify, wherever you watch your podcast, and leave me a rating. Be nice, be gentle, talk to me nice. And YouTube, you guys know what to do. Comment down below, follow me, all the good stuff. All my social medias is always down in the description box. And make sure you follow me on my website, or not just follow me, but check out my website, monescurvyclosetllc. I am really sleepy, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm really sleepy. It is, I think, like 9 o'clock right now. And I went to do, if you don't follow me on my vlog channel, you don't know this, but I went to go do Amazon Flex this morning. I've stopped doing that for about a month. I told myself I'm not doing it on the weekends. Today is Saturday in real time, but I decided to do it today. I'm tired. I had a 4:30 block this morning, and I have a 3:30 a.m. These are a.m. by the way. I had a 4:30 a.m. block this morning, and I have a 3:30 a.m. block tomorrow. So I'm tired. I'm sleepy, and I'm like, I gotta push this out. I gotta do this because I got a bunch of editing to do tomorrow. So anyway, I'm yapping. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I feel like I'm looking crazy right now. I need my hair done. It's just a lot going on, y'all. But in due time, I have been thinking about bringing the fashion back to this channel. It has been long gone from this channel. And I want to bring it back. I'm still going to do this because this was a shift that I was trying to do on this channel. So I'm definitely going to be doing this. But I was thinking earlier, I was looking on my TikTok and I'm like, dang, you got all of these videos talking about all this other stuff, but your primary core is plus size, fashion, beauty, all that stuff. You're now incorporating the mental and being a little more deeper with people who you are, but throw some fashion every now and then in there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying, it takes time, things gotta be put in place, things have to be bought. But I may try to throw some videos here and there, because I kind of miss doing doing hauls. Not really, because listen, it's hot outside, sweating. Y'all think it's just putting on some outfits, recording, and then that's it. Like, it's a process being a content creator, okay? And especially it being hot, you trying on clothes. Yes, I have central air, but it's hot still. Moving around, trying on different clothes. I don't have no cameraman. I am the cameraman, okay? So that's a lot. But anyway, and you know what? I don't have my camera. Yeah, okay, I gotta rethink that because I don't have my G7X. Is it G7X? I have to double check with when I say things because sometimes I feel like I'm not saying it right. But that's broken, and I definitely don't want to create that type of content on a phone. I don't know. I'll think about it. I don't know. Anyway, listen, if you guys subscribe and comment and download my podcast, you guys will help me get another camera, okay? And we can get the vlogs. So that's gonna be our bet. You help me help you. And I also want to get a mic. I think it's called Shure, or I can't remember. But if I pop a picture somewhere in here, um, all the podcast people are using it. I got it in my Amazon cart right now. So I need y'all to download this podcast, all of them. Okay. I need you guys to comment, share, all that. Watch it all the way through. If you're on YouTube, help your girl get her equipment. Help your girl get what she needs to be successful. Come on. What are you waiting for? Anyway, I'm tired. I gotta go. I'm hungry. Bye, y'all.
I've been heavy on my grind, putting value on my time.